Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reader's Intrigue, where authors are going to read the first chapter of their book so that we can be intrigued and maybe find a new book to read. Get comfy, get cozy. Let's listen.
Hey, I'm Nathalie Plamondon-Thomas from the Think Yourself Academy. I'm supposed to be introducing myself here. Instead, I'm going to tell you a story. 15 years ago, I wanted to become a professional speaker. And I was hearing the voice inside my head telling me, what? You want to be a professional speaker, like in English? You don't even speak English. I'm French, right? You don't speak English. You want to write books in English? It's never going to work. You're not good enough. Somehow, the first thing I did before even thinking of writing a book was to get rid of those limiting beliefs inside my head. So I realized that everything started with the way we talk to ourselves. So I started studying neuroscience to try to figure out how to shut down this voice inside my head that was telling me that I was not good enough. Like, we don't talk to other people like that. You don't say to people, oh, you look really fat in these jeans. Oh, you're starting your own business. It's never going to work. You're not good enough. Like, we don't do that. We don't talk to other people like that, but we talk to ourselves like that. So I studied neuroscience, creating a system to transform our negative self-talk, get rid of all the crap that is really not supporting us, the bad habits, the limiting belief, negative self-talk. And now that's the system that I shared in my 18 books, in my 25 online courses that I share one-on-one with my clients as a confidence coach and on stages around the world. So that's me in a nutshell. Now, the second thing I'm supposed to do is describing my book. So it's about negative self-talk. It's about confidence, obviously. And if we're tired of hearing that negative voice inside our head, we can do something about it. And potentially, we didn't know that we could. So now you're aware of this. You can do something about it. Do you have that dream, that project that's been on the back burner for way too long? And even without all your accomplishments, sometimes you doubt yourself. We're confident more likely. And I'm not saying that everybody needs this book, because we're all very confident. But 85% of people suffer from lack of self-confidence in at least one area of their life. Sometimes it's because of that new computer system. Sometimes it's with that new boss or this new coworker, or in our love and romance, or with finances. There is an area of our life that we don't feel confident. So this draining negative self-talk creates procrastination, stress, anxiety, burnout. People know what they want, or they know what they need to do, but sometimes they do the reverse, or they resist change. They can't adapt to the fast world we live in, because we do live in a fast world. And that makes them feel powerless, frustrated, insecure. And in a work environment, that leads to demotivated and unhappy team, low overall performance, and a high employee turnover rate. We're short-staffed everywhere. And with the layers of stress that people are already buried under, important decisions are clouded by emotion, by limiting belief, instead of being based on skills and experience. Bottom line, whether on a personal or a professional level, most people admit not working or living at their full potential. So with the DNA system, I will share with you 15 proven keys to confidence, real life, simple skills, strategies to transform your inner thoughts and change your limiting belief into a serving force that will empower you to be your best. So I'm not going to give you a magic wand to stop change and slow down the world, but I can make you ready to face the world that we live in. So get ready to ignite your performance and get the tools that you need to think yourself confident. So this is all about the Think Yourself Confident book. Now, I'm supposed to be reading the first chapter of the book. So let's start with that. Now, the first chapter's name is called Confidence Starts with the Stories You Tell Yourself. So we're going to go back to the days when I was just starting out teaching fitness at a gym in Toronto. I had just moved from Quebec City I was really not confident. I'm not sure if you've been there before, maybe not in a gym and maybe in some other setting where you were brand new, you're a little bit out of your element, you're not sure what you're doing, you're not popular, you don't know anybody, you're new in your area, you haven't really found your feet yet. So that's where I was with my first few months at this gym. In fact, things were going so bad that I was afraid I was going to lose my job. See, how do you go from begging your boss to not remove your classes from the schedule because of the low numbers to becoming fitness instructor of the year for Canada less than a year later? I'll tell you what happened. So the event that made a big difference, the gym was introducing a new dance program, and I was involved. We put together a group to demonstrate it at the next instructors meetings with all the other instructors of the greater Toronto area. So there was about 100 people in the audience, all local fitness pros, all people I really wanted to impress, and all people that were so much better than me. So I was feeling pretty okay, because what people did not know about me was that I had a dance background. I spent years already teaching dance classes in Quebec, and I had toured in Europe, but the folks didn't know this yet. So I was teaching a very intense, high cardio fitness class at the time, and I was known for a specific hardcore style fitness. So I knew that no one would suspect that I was a highly trained dancer. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty excited to knock everybody's socks off, right? So picture yourself, you're on stage and you're giving your all. You're really showing off. And then you can feel it. You know that you got it because all the eyes in the crowd are turning towards you with a shocked look on their face. And even though you're not front and center, you know this because all the heads are turning your way. So you're thinking, oh my gosh, they're so impressed. So I don't know what this would do for you, but it had a huge impact on me. It was a real turning point. We finished the dance number and I was amped. Like my confidence was through the roof. That performance totally changed me. I started strutting around in the gym, putting my hand up to become team leader for this, team lead for that. I really thought I'd earned everyone's respect, and I started acting accordingly. Even better, I was so confident that my teaching style exploded and my classes started to get packed. Everybody was so impressed, and I could hear everybody whispering in the gym as I was walking around. Now, 3 weeks later, I was chatting with one of my colleagues in the locker room, and she said to me, you know, Nathalie, I'm so impressed with you. Even after what happened to you that day, you're still so confident. You've been acting like you own the place instead of being embarrassed. Huh? She said, yeah, everybody respects you because you did not let you bother you at all. Record scratch. Excuse me, what was she talking about? Well, it turned out that I had a wardrobe malfunction on that day. Boom. My boob had been sticking out the whole time during the whole performance. That's why people were looking at me with the shocked look on their face. They were looking at me all right, but for a very different reason that I thought. I had no idea. And for weeks afterward, I was this super confident person. Once I heard about this, of course, I wanted to disappear, but only for a few minutes, because then it was too late. I was already the queen of the gym, boob malfunction or not, because honestly, I felt absolutely amazing. Although the story I had in my head was not the right one, I was responding to a very different story, and it completely changed my mindset. And it's like it had not mattered at all. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life had a much different impact for me than it might have had because of that story of success that I had in my head. What mattered most was my mindset around it. So apply this lesson to your daily life. What elements of your current mindset may you be holding back? What negative stories are you telling yourself? Try making up new ones that serve you. So I'm not talking about lying to yourself or being in denial, but most of the time we don't really know what is true anyway. So why not choose to make up a story that makes you feel good, feel confident, feel empowered, right? Because it all starts with your mindset. And the beautiful thing is it's the one thing that is completely under your control. And in this book, I'm going to teach you how. So this is Think Yourself Confident, or En confiance par la pensée en français. But I also have the book in English. I just realized that the slide that I put here was the English. That was the French one. But I do have the book Think Yourself Confident in English as well. So sorry about that. So you can find my book. You can go on my website, thinkyourself.com/confidence book. And then you will see there are 2 buttons. You can either order it on my website, or there's a button, a direct link to order it on Amazon. So if you're not in Canada, it's much easier. You won't have to pay any shipping if you order it through Amazon. So looking forward to answering your questions. I'm happy to have a virtual coffee if there's any questions about my book. If there's anything, I'm happy to have a chat. So you would go to thinkyourself.com/schedule, and I'm happy to have a quick chat. So thank you so much to the Reader's Intrigue for inviting me. And I'm Nathalie Plamondon-Thomas, confidence expert.
Thank you again to the amazing author that read us a story. And be sure to check out all the other amazing shows on RB Media. Till next time. Bye.